Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about food safety. And when we talk about food safety, there are a lot of things that come into our mind, like foodborne illness, microorganisms, receiving and storage, and pest control. But what a lot of people don't spend most of their time understanding is time and temperature. But today we're going to talk about how important that is and why is that so important. Because food service industry is regulated by legislation of all three levels, that is federal, provincial and municipal. It is a set of rules that every food premises need to follow to ensure and make sure that the food is safe to consume, considering type of buildings and equipments being used. So temperature danger zone is quite self-explanatory. It is basically the range of temperature in which pathogens rapidly grow, and that temperature degree is between 5 degrees Celsius to 57 degrees Celsius. The picture looks quite colorful, but trust me, no food organization wants that, and neither do we. There are two types of hot food zones. One is hot food zone and one is cold food zone. Hot food zone lies between 60 degree, but the temperature the food should be cooked is 74 degree, and it should not be served below 60 degree. The cold food is from 0 degree to 4 degrees Celsius, and that is how the temperature should be when we serve them. Time control. So, whenever the food is thawed, cooked, cooled, reheated, or served, the proper temperature has to be maintained at all times and should not be left in temperature danger zone for extended period. And all the high risk food must be thrown out if it is in temperature danger zone for more than 2 hours. It is not at all safe to consume that afterwards. Who's responsible for all of these? So basically, it is chef, kitchen staff, dietary aid are all responsible. Kitchen manager is also responsible, who supervises the food, the prepping area, cooking area, maintaining the stocks of the kitchen, complying with the safety and cleanliness standards. Okay, so what is the significance? At specific temperature, microorganisms can rapidly reproduce, which builds a very dangerous foodborne element in the food. And if we keep the food at low or high temperature, we can stop the growth or the reproduction of these risky microbes. When should we check? The temperature should be checked every 4 hours for either hot or cold food. But the best way to check is 2 hours food that has fallen into the danger zone, as this will allow the enough time to take the corrective action needed. Further correction. Where should we check it? Most obviously, cold food storage. The air temperature should be 2 degree Fahrenheit lower than the desired food temperature. Freezer should be kept 0 degree Fahrenheit or lower, and it's always recommended to have a temperature sensor in the walk-in freezer or the refrigerators. The dry food storage area should also be cool and dry, and the temperature should be around 50 degree Fahrenheit to 70 degree Fahrenheit. They should be well ventilated. Ventilation keeps temperature humidity levels constant, and humidity is great around 50 to 60 degree. That does not allow the microbes to grow rapidly. Thawed food, the frozen or cold fruit should be taken out of the refrigerator or freezer and bought at room temperature before thawing. And while preparation, it is very important to maintain the minimum internal temperature. Reheating food, a 2-hour time is essential. How to keep your food safe? Kitchen thermometer is the best friend you're gonna get. It is the key to keep foods out of the temperature danger zone. And I think that is one thing that I have seen in my placement as well. How to keep your food safe? So, placing a thermometer inside your refrigerator, like I previously said, or your freezer is a very nice safety measure that I would suggest everyone to have. It is very important to not only have it but also to clean and calibrate the thermometers as often for the best accuracy possible. All temperatures should be checked and documented in the record to know and understand. How to keep your food safe? Hot holding equipment should never be used to reheat the food. Holding hot item is designed to maintain the current temperature rather than bringing food to maximum temperature. So you can serve the food in the hot dish but not reheat the food in the same hot dish. Hot food should never be placed directly into the fridge or freezer because it increases the temperature in the fridge or the freezer. So basically, if we put a hot thing inside the fridge, it increases the temperature lowers or increases to match the level of the temperature inside the fridge, and that is not something that we want. High risk foods. These are the high risk food that should be closely monitored at all times. Dairy products, meat products, fish, shellfish, eggs, potatoes, rice, beans, vegetables, plant based meat alternatives, sprouts, seeds, mangoes, melons, leafy greens, untreated garlic, or oils. Why should a customer trust a food business? Every food business needs a food safety plan to protect their customers from dangerous foodborne illness. And whenever we go to a restaurant, I am very sure all of us want that. Almost all provinces and territories required food safety plans that incorporate the HACCP principles. So, let us recall to conclude, food service industry is regulated by legislation of all three governments and is very significant to keep the food safe and ensure the safety of consumers. Every time that a food is thawed, cooked, reheated, or served, it should be maintained so that the food is not in the temperature danger zone. Kitchen thermometer is the best friend, and we always need to have it handy to understand and record the temperature throughout the cooking process or storing process. For safety, thermometer has to be placed in refrigerator or freezer. It is very important to not only keep but also maintain it by cleaning and calibrating the thermometers regularly. And these are some quiz that I expect you all to answer to see whether you understood this or not. Thank you and have a great day.